Hey guys, so today is going to be a video that I promised you guys in my Hawaii update a couple weeks ago. I told you that I would show you the makeup that I took to Hawaii and what I actually ended up using, because we all know if you're a makeup lover, you're going to hoard makeup and you're probably not going to use it all. If you're wondering about the outfit, not only did you see it on my May favorites, but you've also seen it before. I filmed in this beach cover-up, or it's like a bathing suit cover-up, when I was in Hawaii before, and ironically I filmed the exact same video, which was the makeup that I brought on my Hawaii trip the first time. I completely overpacked the first time that we went to Hawaii. It was our honeymoon. We were there for 10 days. I felt like I was going to get glammed up every single day, and I did wear a lot of makeup. Nowhere near what I ended up packing. I had my own little huge pouch that's almost the size of the makeup that I took that had just lip products in it. It was ridiculous. So I did much better this time. I only ended up taking 2 pouches, which seems, I guess, like excess, but this pouch really didn't hold as much as I thought it was going to. These pouches, by the way, are from Bed Bath & Beyond. They came in a set of 3. They're super cute. This one has nail polish that say pink, I Heart Fashion. It also has like little lipsticks and clips, and then this one is pink with flowers. And then I ended up taking 1 palette and this little brush set that I got from e.l.f. a while back. So I guess I'll start with the brushes. Like I said, this is from e.l.f. I want to say it was like 10 bucks. It came with the thing, and if you use a coupon you can get it half off. I maybe paid $5 for it. It came with the brush roll and 4 of the stipple brushes, a large stipple, a small stipple, eyeshadow stipple, and a blending stipple. So you can see here I used a couple of them. And then on the side here it has a little zipper pouch where you can put other brushes. So I stuffed some of my travel brushes in there, and I actually did, I'm glad that I brought the brushes that I brought, because I did end up using all of them, or the majority of them at least. So the main one was my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I use this for tinted moisturizer every single day. I also brought my Sigma Travel Kit. This is the large powder F30. I use this for blush. It came with the small taper blending E45, large shader E60. I did end up using both of these for shadow and for blending. This one is the dual fiber powder slash blush F15. I use this for bronzer, which ended up working out great because it was nice to get in that contour and I never had too much application. This one actually I was very disappointed in. It's a small contour F05. Hello, what's going on here? So half the time I ended up just using this, and I would use this for highlight, sometimes blush. I was so disappointed. I need to contact Sigma. And then the last 2 brushes it came with was the eyeliner E05 and the tapered blending E35. I use this for blending. I didn't use this one at all, but it's so tiny it really didn't matter that I brought it. I brought the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush. I use this for under eye concealer just to blend it out. Worked great. And lastly, I brought 2 e.l.f., a shader, and a spoolie, and then 2 of the blending E25 from Sigma. These are the little travel ones. I ended up using all of these. I didn't have any issues, so I think I did really well on brushes. Last time I was in Hawaii, I brought my huge brush roll with all my millions of brushes that I have here. It was ridiculous. Now for an eyeshadow palette, I was really tossed up because my initial thought was I was going to bring my It's Duty Time palette. Then I was like, nah, let me just go simple, bring my Naked One. Then I was like, nah, let me bring my chocolate palette. It was just I was so tossed up. I went back and forth. So when it came down to it, I was like, you know what, those are all expensive palettes. I really don't want to travel with children and have to worry about my makeup. So I opted to bring my e.l.f. palette, and it was the best decision I ever made, let me tell you. This was a palette that I've given away twice, which has been a cult favorite. Everyone has loved this palette. It is the 50-piece makeup palette. It's amazing because it has a huge mirror. It has 40 eyeshadows, different color eyeshadows, as you can see. And it also comes with 10 blushes and bronzers. This was really awesome because I want to say it was like $15, and when I bought it, it was half off, so I only paid like $7.50. So needless to say, if it broke or anything, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Whereas had my Too Faced or my Urban Decay palettes had broke, I would have been devastated at 50 bucks a pop. But either way you look at it, this was perfect because it was so compact. I had so many options. Last time, again, I brought a whole blush palette. this was all compact into one. I ended up using this a ton as bronzer. Actually, that's the only bronzer I used. I used this peachy blush. Let me put the eyeshadows down. I used the peachy blush a few times. I used this bubblegum pink. I ended up using this pink once, and I tried to use this as a highlight, but unfortunately it just doesn't have any color for me. You could actually use this as a light face powder or an under eye setting powder. Oh, and I actually did use this bronzy plum color here, but on the bottom row the only one I used was this one as bronzer. So I did end up using the entire first row, but it gave me a lot of options. The pigmentation of these is amazing. I really didn't have any complaints on it at all. And then for eyeshadow, I don't know if you guys can actually tell how dirty this thing is. I used a wide variety of looks, and if you go and look at my Hawaii vlogs, I show a couple of my looks. I don't really show you the colors that I use because it was too hard to remember, because I would just dabble here, dabble there. But I love the fact that it had purples, blues, and greens, smoky and neutrals. It was so versatile, and the pigmentation of these is amazing. Is it the best quality shadows I own? Definitely not by far. However, it was enough to get the job done, and it looked amazing while doing it. So that was that. If you own this palette, I highly recommend traveling with it. It gives you so many looks, so versatile. I really have loved it. Okay, so now this bigger pouch, this had all of my regular makeup powders, you know, some extra eyeshadows, mascaras, liners, all that kind of jazz. So I'm just going to kind of pull and show you what I used and what I didn't use. So the first thing is my powder. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Press Powder. You can see I hit pan on it in Hawaii, so yes, I did use it, and I used it every single day. I brought a little Hello Kitty thing that had my MAC Pro Longwear NC20 foundation in it, and I did use this one time, but I'm upset that I put so much in it. I thought I would be wearing it 2 or 3 times and that would be enough uses. Now I have to kind of work from here, and I hate working from little pots or wasting it. I brought the e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer in the color Beige. I use this every single day. The second you get to Hawaii, you get color immediately because their sun is like on a whole nother level over there. So this was the perfect color for me. In fact, this maybe has 1 or 2 uses left and it's done. I love this stuff. I also brought my e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. Oh, I thought I had broken it. This is my favorite highlight of all time. It's gorgeous. If you mix all the colors together, it's just a really beautiful highlight that gives you that nice like glow from within. And I also feel like it would work good on deeper skin tones. You could use the lighter shade if you have a lighter skin tone, and the darker shades if you have a deeper skin tone. Beautiful, and it's only $3. I brought my eyelash curlers, which of course I used. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the dark spot. I use this as a regular concealer. It's in the color Fair/Light. I only used this one time, and it was the time that I wore foundation. I feel like the tinted moisturizer gave me enough subtle coverage to not have to worry about my blemishes. So I only used this one time. Was it necessarily? No. I could have doubled up on my blemishes with foundation, and I didn't need that product. For under eye concealer, I did bring the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline The Dark Circles. This one is in the color Brightener, and I did use this almost every single day. I brought 2 mascaras. I was trying to use them up. I did not use them up. I did wear mascara while I was there, but not as often again as I thought I would, because we went out in the water and stuff like that, and these aren't waterproof. So I brought the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. I love this mascara. It's been a long time favorite of mine. And the Maybelline The Falsies Big Eyes. I do not like this one at all. What I brought it for was the lower lashes part of it. That I feel like works well on my lower lashes, but like I said, did not need this mascara, and I only wore this mascara maybe 3 times while I was there. I brought my eyebrows. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Lifter and Filler. You can see it's like down to the nub. My actual eyebrow side of it's almost gone. I used this maybe twice. I would have brought it regardless, but I definitely could have brought like a little powder and kind of condensed that a bit. I did end up taking a primer. This is the Murad Oil Control Mattifier SPF 15. I brought it because it had SPF. The tinted moisturizer also has SPF 20. I did end up using this under my moisturizer. Over my moisturizer a few of the days, but I definitely didn't need a primer. It just really wasn't necessary. Oh, and I brought this roller ball also. This is the Garnier Fructis Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. I did not use this at all. Total waste of space in my bag. I brought a eye primer, the e.l.f. Eyelid lip primer. I did use this every single time I wore eyeshadow. I did bring a cream blush. This is the NYC Blushable Cream Stick in the color Big Apple Blush. I did not use this. I tend to like to wear cream blushes when I'm wearing tinted moisturizer or when I'm in a tropical environment because I feel like they have a little bit a longer staying power, but I actually didn't end up using this, which is a bummer. I should have. I probably just forgot about it in my array of products. I brought another eye primer, the Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. I used this one time when I wore my full foundation for the luau, but it wasn't necessary. I don't feel like it enhanced that much of what I was wearing. Ooh, and I've also brought another e.l.f. primer. This one is in the color Champagne. Never used this once. Again, I probably just forgot about it. I brought a mini Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I did not use this one time. A lot of these little things, I probably should have just brought the full size so I at least remembered that I had it. Because half of this stuff was stuck at the bottom and I didn't even remember. Like this, I did, oh, you know what, I wonder, I actually can't remember if I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is a little mini sample also. I may have used this one instead of the e.l.f. primer. Regardless, I only needed one primer. I didn't need 5. I brought the Clear Brow Gel from Anastasia. I did use this because I filled in my brows pretty much every single day. Just to give my face a little bit of definition. I also brought 2 of the NYX Jumbo Pencils in Iced Mocha and Yogurt. I did use Yogurt like every other day that I wore eyeshadow, and I used Iced Mocha one time. I brought a cheek highlight from e.l.f. This is the All Over Color Stick in Lilac Petal. I think I used this one time, if at all. I can't even remember, but this is totally not necessary. I brought the High Beam, a little mini High Beam. I used this when I wore blush. Oh, and I brought my e.l.f. Under Eye Setting High Definition Setting Powder. I use this every single day because I wore tinted moisturizer pretty much every single day, and I also wore the Maybelline, and this it's too creamy and my skin's too oily for it not to crease, so I have to have a setting powder with it. I brought some tweezers, which I did end up using, and I also wanted to try out this City Color White Gold little cream mousse eyeshadow that I got from Ipsy. I didn't use this once. I meant to use this as like a highlight, a cheekbone highlight, and I never not once used it. Okay, so for eyeliners, this bag is now empty aside from the eyeliners. I completely went overboard. I brought a liquid liner, which was cool. This is the MAC Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner. I have had this for a while. It's an amazing black liner. And I also brought the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in brown. I did not use the brown one at all. I think I may have used black liner the one time we went to the luau. I also brought this little nubby Maybelline eyeliner. And I think the reason I brought the Milani Easy Liner retractable pencil in black is because I was afraid the Maybelline was going to run out. However, I didn't wear a liner that much, and I should have known I wasn't gonna. I could have just brought my nubby one and left the retractable one at home. And then this is the teal liner that I wore a couple of times. It's from Ulta in the color Teal Blue, and like I said, I wore it a couple times. So that was all the regular makeup. For lip products and like other goodies, I brought them all in here, which lip products is my downfall, so of course I'm probably sure that I overdid it on this. But anywho, I brought a Skindinavia 10 Years Younger makeup finish. I use this all the time. This one's actually almost out. I use this all the time because it was a great refresher throughout the day. I traveled, I had it in my like little Longchamp travel bag. It was awesome. I also brought my Laura Mercier Velour Puff because I like to put powder on with that, and I did actually use it. I also brought a little thing of my MAC brush cleanser. I never used this at all because I didn't wear eyeshadow or like brush makeup that much, so I really didn't need to clean it. I brought a pack of the e.l.f. Soothing Oil Blotting Sheets. I never use these because I never felt like I got too oily. And then lastly, for like tools, I brought a beauty blender, which I did not use one single time. Now for lip products. I did actually use some of these lip products, but not all of them. This I brought because I figured it would be a nice array of stuff. Is the Dior Addict Fluid Stick. These are like lipsticks, and I thought this was awesome because it was like little different color samples, and it had a lip wand to it, but you can see I didn't use it. I brought 4 of the Revlon Color Burst balms. This is a lacquer balm, a matte balm, and a balm stain. Actually, this is Jordana Twist and Shine, so this one is in the color Vivacious. This is in Unapologetic. And this one is in Sweetheart, so various colors there. And then the Jordana one is in Sweet Pink. So it was a nice variety of colors, but I only wore this one and this one. I never even touched these two colors. This one I wore twice actually, I think. And so those were nice. It was nice to have the color variation, but I really didn't need that many. I brought 3 lipsticks. This one's kind of like a lip balm. It's in Tender Mauve. It's the Color Riche balm, and I brought this because it has SPF of it, and this is all I have left. So you can tell that I love it because I don't have that much of it left, but unfortunately I didn't use it not once. I thought I would carry it with me and I didn't. I took the NYC Expert Last in the color Bury Me. I didn't wear this one either. It was one of those things, like I thought maybe to dinner, if Andres and I were going to have like a date night, I would wear it. But anytime we went out by ourselves, I wasn't wearing makeup, so that went to waste. This is actually the color I'm wearing now. This is Wet n Wild Cherry Picking. I showed this to you guys in my May favorites. I love this color, and actually in my May favorites, I forgot this. This is the Milani Pink Rave. It's a very similar color to what I have on now. It's just a little bit more on the fuchsia. So that's Pink Rave, that's Cherry Picking. But I did wear Cherry Picking one time, and I wore the Milani Pink Rave one time. However, I had it very lightly, like washed on my lips over some lip balm. So it was not vibrant like what I have on now. It was definitely a lot more toned down, but I did wear it one time. And then that's the end of that bag. But what I had in there was the NARS Chihuahua lip gloss, just a little baby one. I did not use this. I also took a lip liner. This is the Ulta lip liner in Bloom. I may have used this one time. I took the e.l.f. lip exfoliator, which I love. This is my favorite lip exfoliator, and I did use this quite a bit because my lips tend to get super dry when we're outside. And then lastly, I took the NYX Butter Gloss in Apple Strudel, and I did use this. I actually wore this over the Revlon Unapologetic balm. That was actually all that I took with me to Hawaii. It may have seemed like a lot because this video was long, but honestly it wasn't that much. Like I said last time, I felt like I took a lot more. I think when you're traveling with children, your priorities change a bit. You know, I really anticipated wearing a lot more than I did, but overall I took 1 or 2 of each product, and I feel like it gave me, aside from lip products, okay, let's be real, but I feel like it really gave me the option to use what I brought and not, because I have such a big collection that, or at least a big collection for me, that sometimes I feel overwhelmed and I tend to direct myself to the same products over and over again instead of shopping my stash. So a lot of what I took is stuff that I don't really use on the regular. A lot of it. Some of it I took, it was like my all-time favorite stuff, but a lot of it I don't use all the time. So for me to take it forced me to use it if I wanted to wear makeup, and that was a really great thing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry I didn't get to show all these packing videos and stuff prior to leaving to Hawaii. It was just so hectic and crazy. But again, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I did take. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!